All right, what's going on, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. I am going to be giving you guys basically my day trading strategy. Okay, day trading is the main thing that I do, and I'm normally done by like the first hour of the day. So market opens 9:30 Eastern time. I live on the East Coast. So by like 10:30, 11 a.m., I'm mostly done for the day because I can get enough profits that I want where I don't need to be greedy. Okay. I basically come in, I get what I want, and then I'm out. And then I go about the rest of my day recording videos, taking care of my kids, whatever I got to do. Okay. So we'll basically go into it real quick. So, first off, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to like it. Okay. If you guys think that there's any valuable information or you learn something, please help me out. Give me a like, comment, something like that. Subscribe. Really help out a lot. And also, you can join the Options Trading Tycoons Discord. The link will be in the description below. And you basically will get our call outs. So you'll get our entries and exits on the trades that we're trading in. So not only my call outs, but the admin member call outs as well. There's 3 others. And then, you get access to all of the resources and things like that. And basically all of our analysis. And you can just, keep up with us and follow us. We're a little bit more experienced until you get experience on your own. But so what I like to do is I like to trade the SPY, okay, which is the S&P index. And what I like to do is I look at /ES, okay, because that's the futures, and it gives you a little bit of a better idea, okay, basically of what the market's going to do. And I look at ES, and then I have the SPY pulled up, of course, because I'm trading SPY, and I have the VIX, which is the volatility index against the SPY. So basically all that means is when VIX goes up, SPY goes down. When VIX goes down, SPY goes up. All right, so it's very helpful in noticing patterns and kind of, all right, well, if VIX has resistance here, and VIX is going to drop at this level, then all right, well, I can go ahead and get in some SPY calls because since VIX is about to go down, the SPY is about to go up. Okay, that's how it works. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so if you look right here, this is when market opened. Okay, so this is right here, 925 candle, 930 candle. So if you see, we did rise a little bit because we were in my demand zone. So pre-market and after hours, right around 8 a.m., we came into this demand zone. Okay, so these green boxes are going to be my demand zones. All right, now I have 15-minute and 1 hour and also 4-hour demand zones charted up. So if you see these little small boxes, these tend to be 15-minute supply zones, demand zones. And then, you see something much bigger up here. This is a supply zone where we could like see a sell-off basically. It's a little bit bigger than these because this is on the 1 hour chart, and then we have a 4-hour chart demand zone down here. But as you can see, these have all been pretty valid. All right. So we came up, we hit demand pre-market. Okay, guys, we hit demand. It's 8 a.m. We're coming in. We're above our demand zone now. And then right when market opens, we touch it and we go up. Okay, so actually a few of the OTT, me and Leon, one of the other admins, went ahead and got on some calls. We've got some very quick calls on a 5 minutes, in like a 5-minute time span. Basically, we were able to, make 20–30%. And then we got out of those and we entered puts, okay? Because basically there was no strength, all right? As you can see here, this is what's known as a bearish engulfing, okay? So a bearish engulfing candle is when you have a green candlestick and your red candlestick opens directly next to it and it's larger than the entire green candlestick near it. So we got into calls. We saw a bearish reversal candlestick, a red bearish candlestick, and so we entered into puts, okay? And we were watching to see if we were going to find demand in the demand zone and bounce back up. And it did chop in here, okay? So this candle overall looks very like a red candle, but when you're watching it live, it was going in between green and red, green and red, green and red, okay? We didn't, this wasn't a strong demand zone. It was only a 15-minute demand zone. And VIX was on the rise. Okay, VIX was popping. All right, VIX was straight up. So that right there was an indicator to us. Okay, VIX is rising. SPY is gonna fall. Okay, And if you notice, we fell down into the demand zone, and I actually sold right here for about 100%. Okay, so let's say I think I entered in around right around here, this area around the 9:35 time, and then we dropped. Okay, so I'll actually show you guys a little bit of the Discord. Okay, so you can kind of get an idea of what you would get when you join the Discord. So let me go ahead and go over to that screen real quick. So what we have is the callouts tab. Okay, we have stock callouts, small callouts, nest egg, suggestion plays, stock suggestions, earning plays, all of these different callout sections in the plays tab under the options trading tycoons. Okay, so let's go ahead and look. We have yesterday. Oh, that's today actually. Okay, so yeah, so both of us, we both hopped in calls. He hopped in SPX, which is the leverage version basically of SPY. All right. He sold his calls for 40%. I sold my calls for 20%. And if you notice, okay, so he bought at 9:30, sold over 40, sold half at 40% at 9:32. So in 2 minutes, we got 40%. I didn't have the best entry, so I sold about 20. I sold half of my position at 20%. I put May average down or switch to puts, okay, because that was right here. I sold half at 20%. It didn't look too strong. We started to fall down. All right. And then basically Leon hopped in puts. I hopped in puts also. All right. And originally it was a hedge against my calls. And then I sold the last half of my calls for a negative 30% loss. Okay. So I sold half for 20% profit, sold the other half for 30% loss. So overall, I took a 10% loss on the day, but on that trade. But if you notice, we entered the SPY puts, okay, at 9:43 originally as a hedge against my calls. But as I said, I may average down or switch to puts. So instead of averaging down on my SPY calls, I saw the bearish engulfing candle. The demand zone didn't look strong. There was no demand showing in there. And I went ahead and closed at 9:56 for 100%. All right. So from 9:47 to 9:56 is 9 minutes. So in 9 minutes, I was able to double my money. All right. And if you notice, you know, I ended up even getting back in at 148 later at 10:20. And then 16 minutes later, I closed the contracts at 170 a piece. So that was about $22 profit per contract. So, you know, and if you notice, there's all these other callouts besides mine. Okay. You know, I'm just one of the members in here. We have 3 different admins, Ron Reed, Mansa Leon, and then we also have AJ. Let me see if I can get one of his callouts in here. Anton. Okay, so Anton MacArthur. So those are the 3 admins, and then I'm also in there posting callouts as well. So, you know, just that's a little sneak peek of what you get basically. All right. So and then we have Tycoon Analysis tab. Okay, so this is where all the admin members will basically post their ideas and their analysis on any stock. So if you notice, if anyone wants a great stock for leaps to sit back and not worry about, COST is one of the best performing value stocks there is. It is dipping along with the market, and 2023 leaps are a great suggestion play here, in my opinion. All right, and basically, if you look at Costco on the daily chart, it was at 307 all the way up to 560. So, you know, it's performed really well on the year. It's pulling back, and, you know, so that's a little sneak peek. All right, so we'll go back into the video just so you guys can see what we're talking about. So right here, what I have is the value of the puts that we were buying. So the SPY December 3rd, basically they expired December 3rd, which was today at the, you know, basically earlier this morning. And they expire and they're the 453 put. So if you see here, there was a 700% run up in 36 minutes. Okay. So if you would have bought puts, these puts at open and then sold 36 minutes later, you could have had 700%. Right here, a 17-minute move, 142%. This is the move that I caught earlier where I got 100%. So it's like, I am in no way a perfect trader, but what I am is disciplined. And what I am is in control of my emotions. Okay. So I'm not worried about a play. I know what I can get in and out of a play. And, you know, 100% any day is great for me. And a lot of times I just take profit, you know, either at 20, 40, 60, 80, 100% and call it a day. But if you hold on to these plays, like for instance, if you would have held on from open up to here, let's see how much that would have been. right? So from open at 935, if you would buy at 935 and sold at 1420 at the highs, let's see here what the value is of that. I don't know why it says negative. See if we can fix this. Okay, there we go. So 882% in 41 minutes. If you could have held, if you would have held from 9:35 over to 2:20 p.m. Eastern time. So, or 4 hours and 41 minutes. I'm sorry about that, guys. Anyways, with that being said, hopefully you guys start to realize this, okay? And then what I like to do is, so I'll have my supply and demand zones for the SPY futures /ES, okay? And as you can see, every time we hit these demand zones, we pulled up a little bit and there was a little bit of buying pressure, okay? And then we touch demand here, there's buying pressure, we come back down, we sell off into it, and then there's more buying pressure, okay? And then here we dip into it again. And if you notice, we have started to recover. So one of the last things that we did actually was some of the OTT members or admins, me and Leon, both hopped in calls, okay? Because we have this demand zone. SPY was very oversold. There's a lot of bullish divergence going on. And so we're expecting to see it open up green tomorrow or on Monday, I'm sorry, because it's Friday right now. So we're expecting over the weekend to possibly open up green or be green by like Monday or Tuesday, okay? Basically, all right. But here, if we look here, okay, it was a very easy trade today. We had a very clear bear flag on the SPY. So this is one way to chart up a flag pattern, is to draw your trend line and then draw a channel, okay? You can draw a channel. Here we had the break below that channel. We had confirmation because we opened and closed below this channel. And as you can see, we dropped further and we hit our projected move, which was down here. We ended up hitting that move easily. And then if we look at the volatility index, it had the opposite of a bull flag. It had a bear flag, or opposite of a bear flag, it had a bull flag. So this is another way that you can chart a bull flag, is you can, draw it out as an actual flag with the trend line on top. We broke that trend line. We came above it, open and close above it, and then we're bullish, and we ended up coming up, and eventually throughout the day, we hit our bullish price target on the VIX for the bull flag. So super easy trading day, okay? For us in the OTT fam, everyone made a lot of money. I know Leon had about 300% on his put options today because he held a little bit longer than me and got in a little bit before. So it's all about, what do you want, right? Do you want to make 20% every day? Then do that, because 20% 5 days a week is 100% a week, and you're doubling your money every week. That's unheard of. People don't do that. People don't do that on a consistent basis. But here at the OTT fam, the option trading tycoons, we're doing this consistently. We're doing this constantly, and we're putting free game out there, okay? We are giving you guys support and resistance levels. We're showing you guys demand zones. We're showing you guys supply zones. We're getting in and out of the trades with you. We're posting our entries. We're posting our exits. You guys can buy the same contract. You can buy different contracts, a different strike. When you're trading the SPY, the liquidity on it is so good. There's so much liquidity and the bid ask is so tight. I can come in and buy 100 contracts and someone else can buy 100 contracts, and it's not going to dramatically influence the market. Okay, there's not going to be a big market push, versus if you go in and you buy 100 NEO calls that expire Friday, that might be the whole open interest. There might only be 100 contracts open interest, and you go to purchase all of them, that's going to have a very big impact. Okay. So it's one of the reasons that we love trading the SPY. We love trading off the VIX, okay? This is the best way to trade, guys. This is effective. This works every time. And it's all about price action. Reading price action, understanding supply and demand zones, okay? And, once you get a little bit more technical, you can start to understand some of these lines and indicators that we have on there. But that's not too important, okay? These are just kind of to guide your eyes and basically use these. So the way you would use these is on the SPY. Whenever you have the yellow line cross the purple line, all right, that's an indicator of where the trend is going. All right, so the yellow line crossed over the purple line, and then we came down and we use this as resistance. So every time we try to come back up, it finds resistance off the yellow EMA. We try to come back up. Oh, it broke past the yellow EMA. Well, now we're at the orange EMA. It's rejecting down there. Okay, boom. Rejecting at the orange EMA again. So just a kind of an idea of how you guys can look at the market, trade it. Okay, trading the SPY and the VIX combo pair is very easy, especially when you have confidence in the play and you have control of your emotions. Okay, don't be too greedy. I'm never too greedy. I come in, I hit some price targets. You know, as you guys saw right here. So my move was basically this candlestick down to the top of the supply zone, or I'm sorry, the demand zone, and then I sold. Okay, this was a 5, 10, 15, 20-minute trade. As you guys, as I saw you or showed you guys in the callouts tab of the OTT Discord, you know, I think it was like 15 or 19 minutes or something like that, and I was out, got 100%. So I mean, why be mad at that? Yeah, I could have held more, and it dropped way more, and I probably could have got 200 to 300% easily. You know, but it's all about what you're comfortable with. Okay, and I'm comfortable. You know, if I hit 100% on my play, and you know, it's a way for me to not overtrade or not to force or not to be too greedy. Okay, the worst thing you can do is be too greedy. You know, so anyways, I hope that this made sense to you guys. If you want some videos explaining what these indicators are that I use on each one of my charts, if you notice the VIX has a separate chart, the SPY has a separate study drawing, and the /ES also has a different study drawing. Let me know in the comments below, and I will put out some videos basically on how to set up the indicators that I use and the studies that I use. And you can use these studies across any platform, webull, thinkorswim, TradingView, you know, whatever you guys use to chart. They have these indicators on every platform. Okay, I don't use anything crazy fancy. I use VWAP, EMAs, Bollinger Bands. Okay, that's basically it. So if you guys want to see a setup video on those, let me know down in the comments below. And also, if you want to see some live day trading, let me know in the comments below. Okay, you know, I'm not opposed to going live. You know, I basically feel like I'm going live every day when we're in the Discord, because I'm constantly providing updates on, you know, okay, hey, SPY may, you know, SPY's entering demand zone, we may see a pullback here, or hey, SPY's entering supply zone, we might see a pullback here. Don't be afraid to take profits. If you want to hold further, there's a potential to drop down to here, yada, yada, yada. And I think at one point today, I said the perfect trade for puts today would be that ES /ES falls down to 4,500 to the bottom of my demand zone. And if you notice, it fell just below that $8, just below 4,500. And then we recovered nicely. So we went ahead and got in some calls, and the calls are looking pretty good at the moment. It just depends if, you know, we go ahead and sell off or we continue rallying on Monday. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, if you want to join the Option Trading Tycoons Discord to gain access to all of the members' callouts, our entries and exits, and all the valuable resources in there, the link will be in the description below. You can use code Zachly, like the channel name ZachlyTrades, and get yourself a discount on the membership. All right. So with that being said, I'm out.